Hi, I'm Shanda Russian with Southern Insurance, and I want to talk about Medicare. Now, I feel like I am an expert in this area because I've done it for many years. I served as a consultant for the Georgia Rural Hospital Association for 25 long-term care facilities. I am dual certified senior advisor. So I feel like this is an area that I am very comfortable talking to you about. So Medicare is very complex because of the many moving parts. You've got Medicare A, Medicare B, Medicare C, D, and Medicare supplements. And we're going to break this down so you can understand it a little bit better so you can make an informed decision about which path is going to best suit you. So if we start with Medicare Part A. Medicare Part A on your card will say hospital. Now, Medicare Part A does not have a premium if you have your work credits. That's if you've paid your FICA taxes in and have the 40 work credits. Most people don't pay a premium for Part A. The Part A says hospital, but it's really any kind of inpatient confinement. So that would include hospitals, that would include skilled nursing facilities, rehab programs, even hospice. So how it would work is that when you present to the hospital as an inpatient, you'd be subject to a deductible. Now for 2024, that deductible is $1,632. But that deductible changes every year. It goes up, not down. So you'd be subject to the $1,632 deductible, and that is a deductible with a benefit period of 60 days. So not an annual deductible, but a reset every 60 days of $1,632. Outside of that deductible, if you were in a hospital and that stay were to extend past 60 days, you would also have a copay. Now the copay is very hefty, but the copay for 2024 is $408 per day. If that stay were to extend past 90 days, you get into what's called lifetime reserve days, and that copay goes to $816 per day. Now again, mind you, that changes every year, and it's not going down, but it's going up. In addition to that, if you were admitted to a rehab facility. Now when I say rehab, most people think drug or alcohol rehab, but that can be any kind of rehab facility. That could be your cardiac, your stroke. It could even be an orthopedic rehab stay. Medicare will pay those first 20 days at 100%. But after day 20, you have another copay. For 2024, that copay is $204 per day. So Medicare Part A is premium free for you if you have the work credits, but there are a lot of costs on the back end for Part A. Now Medicare Part B on your card will say medical. Now I think a better term would be outpatient. It includes your physician visits, your doctors, labs, x-rays, therapies, outpatient surgery. Anything rendered on an outpatient basis falls under Part B. Now, Part B is not premium free to you. You will be charged a premium. The standard premium for 2024 is $174.70. Now, if you are receiving Social Security will make that deduction automatically out of your Social Security check for the Part B. If you're not receiving Social Security, you will get a premium notice for that. Now, how Part B works is you also have a deductible. The deductible this year is $240, but it's only one time a year, so it's not terrible. Outside of that $240 deductible, you do have coinsurance of 20%. Now, there's a lot of emphasis placed on that 20%. Why? That 20% does not have an out-of-pocket maximum. It's not 20% till you hit 10,000 or even 20,000. It's just that you owe 20% of Medicare's approved charges. So there's a lot of emphasis placed on that 20%. All right, so when you reach Medicare age, you have got 3 separate paths in which you could choose. Path 1 is you could just do original Medicare and buy a drug plan. Drug plans are called Medicare D, D for drugs. So what I do for everyone is I go straight into the official Medicare site. Medicare.gov has a wonderful tool whereby if we enter your prescriptions and then your pharmacy of choice, that site will then sort all available 20 plans and place them in cost order. So you know exactly what's going to be the most cost-efficient plan for you for this year. Now, you would think that there would not be a lot of disparity between those 20 plans, but that is not the case. It's a lot of cost difference. I encourage everyone, whether you see me or someone else, make sure you are assessing your drug plan initially and then annually. On an annual basis, the government does permit these drug companies to change their price structure and their formulary. So every year the plans are going to change. So if you have a current Medicare drug plan, you want to have that reassessed because it may be the most economical plan for you this year, but does it mean that that's going to be the most economical plan for next year? Absolutely not. And it can mean not just a couple of hundreds of dollars of difference, but it can mean a couple of $1,000 difference. So please have that reevaluated on an annual basis. That annual renewal is between October 15th, December 7th of every year. Again, you don't have to have me doing that, but make sure that whoever you do business with is assisting you with that every year. So, first option, like I said, is you could just do original Medicare and buy a drug plan. Now, option 2 is what's called Medicare C. Medicare C is Medicare Advantage plans. So what is a Medicare Advantage plan? Medicare Advantage plan is when an insurance company takes over your Medicare contract. So you've got an insurance company managing that contract for you. It's called an Advantage plan for 3 reasons. Number 1, most of those plans are at a 0 cost for premium. So no premium associated with most of those plans. Now, quick note, even though those plans are 0 premium, you still would have to pay your Part B premium. So you're not going to get out of that standard Part B Medicare premium you're going to pay regardless. But there's no additional cost for those Medicare Advantage plans. So that's the first positive. Second positive would be that it includes your drug plan. You don't have to buy a separate drug plan. Number 3, those plans have special perks with them. They'll include things like dental and vision, a fitness program, a lot of different little perks, and every company has different perks associated with it. So this is an insurance company managing your Medicare. You have little to no cost for premium up front, but you will have cost on the back end, and it's very important to understand that. Any medical event that you have will have a copay associated with it. So everything you have, doctor visits, labs, x-rays, therapies, surgeries, everything has an associated copay. These plans will change on an annual basis. So again, just like drug plans, you want to make sure you're having it reevaluated on an annual basis. Now, option 3, third and last, is you could do your original Medicare and then purchase what's called a Medicare supplement or a Medigap plan. Now, a Medicare supplement or Medigap plan is when an insurance company comes in secondary to Medicare. Medicare pays first, and then the supplement comes in secondary. So these plans, there's about 30 companies in the state of Georgia, and the Medicare supplement plans are standardized by federal law, which means when you choose your plan option, and there are plans A through N for supplement, but once you make the decision about which plan you want, every company has to be identical in that plan offering, with one exception, and that's price. They do have their own pricing for the Medicare supplement. And again, that's why it's important for you to look at all the company offerings that are available. You would think there wouldn't be a great disparity in price, but there is. So a Medicare supplement would come in secondary to Medicare, and it would pick up those costs of Medicare, your deductibles and copays, your coinsurance. So it's more of a first dollar coverage. The positive with a Medicare supplement plan is that there is not a network that you have to contend with Medicare supplement. So you're not having to worry, is this facility or is this provider in network? There are no network restrictions with a Medicare supplement. If a provider takes Medicare, they take a Medicare supplement. So you know budgetary-wise what you're going to be out in a given year. It'd be primarily your premium for that Medicare supplement and possibly your Part B deductible. So it's more of a first dollar coverage. The negative with the supplement plan is number one, you have a monthly premium associated with it. Number two is it's not going to include your drug plan. You would still have to buy a drug plan with that. And number three, a supplement will not include your ancillary benefits such as the dental, the vision for corrective lenses. So this is a very abbreviated view of Medicare. Please sit down with an expert, review these in detail so that you can make the best selection for your circumstance. There is not a one plan fits all. Thank you, and I look forward to meeting you.